A lot of people are aware of the fact that you can't cheat cause and effect. And that is true. No matter how hard you try, no matter for how long you've been doing it and thinking or feeling that you escape, it is going to catch up to you. Karma is not something that you can escape. Cause and effect is not something you can escape. Your input rather, will always determine your output. What you sow will always determine what you reap. That there is no two-way about this. And most people know this, but implementation is always an issue because truth of the matter is it is never going to be easy to implement. But if you want a more fulfilling life, if you want better results, if you want to, become a better version of yourself, if you want to improve, then it is something you must always consider whenever in every action you take. You can't cheat cause and effect. What you give is what you will always get. So if you want to improve your life steadily and be sure that your input doesn't later, affect the output you want, then these are some steps you can consider. And number one is you must start taking full responsibility of your life. Yes, you must start taking full responsibility of your life. You must sit with yourself and tell yourself that your present predicament, your present life is as a result of the actions you've taken in the past. You must tell yourself that you can't blame anyone for whatever you are passing through in life. Yes, some people may have forced you into it and all of that. But if you want to improve, you must take responsibility. Your health is the way it is because of the past life you've lived, your relationships, your finance, your goals, your achievements, everything you are facing right now. You must take full responsibility of it and tell yourself that it is up to you. If you don't take this first step, then there's nothing else you can do that will, matter. There's nothing else you can do that will help you. Because if you want to grow, if you want to change, you must start taking responsibility of your life. And the second step is to be clear on your desired outcome. You must be clear on what you want to achieve. Do you want to improve your health? Do you want to improve your finances? Do you want to grow your brand? Do you want to grow your career? Do you want to start a new business? Do you want to implement a particular idea? Do you want to improve your relationships with your friends, your family, a romantic relationship, your business partner? What do you want to achieve? You must be clear on it. You must be clear on it. There is no okay, if I can think of this and think of that, maybe I can be able to come up with a solution. No, you must be clear from the onset. Make up your mind that this is what you want to do and have it as the thing that you are only going to focus on. So the next step is identify the required actions. What are the things you must do to improve your health? What are the things you can do to grow your brand? What is the best way to implement this particular idea you want to implement? What do you need to do right now that will help you grow your career? Those are the actions you must identify. Since you already know the outcome you want, then you must identify the actions that will help you achieve that outcome. Yes, make a list of all of them. If I do this, do this, do this, it's going to help my career. So put a list out. I want to start a business. What are the things I need to start that business? What is the first step I need to take? Those are the things you must focus on. You don't need to, start thinking of something bogus, something unrealistic. You don't need to start thinking of something that will take you 10 years to achieve. You are not there yet. So focus on the now, focus on the present, focus on that little thing, that first step that you need to take. Focus on that thing that matters right now. Leave the 10 years plan for the future. As you grow, you will continue to improve and expand and be able to achieve those. But what is pressing more right now are those little steps, small steps that you need to take right now. So those are the things that you must focus on. So identify the actions you need to take right now and focus on them. And when you've done that, start taking small, consistent steps. Yes, once you identify those actions, start taking small, consistent steps. You don't have to, try and do everything at once. If you try and do everything at once, you feel overwhelmed at some point and you might give up. So, to make sure that you stay consistent over time, over a long period of time, make your steps small. Take small steps. You are not in competition with anybody. You are trying to improve yourself. You are trying to become better. You are trying to become a better version of yourself. You are trying to grow. You want to grow. You want to improve. You want to increase your own self. So don't rush it. Take it a step at a time. The more consistent you are, the better you will become at taking more steps. So don't rush yourself. Let the process come slowly. Take it gradually. You are not in a rush. Yes, you are not in a rush. You can have a list of things you want to achieve, but if you've not gotten better at step 1, don't jump to step 5. You're only going to be doing yourself a disservice if you do this. So take the small, consistent steps and don't rush it. Little by little, you will get better. And the more you get better, you will see within yourself that you now have the capacity to do more and to take on more steps and more actions. So don't rush yourself. Take small, consistent steps whereby you won't end up giving up. So after that, the next thing to do is to cut off counterproductive actions. Cutting off counterproductive actions. Actions that are not going to help you achieve the particular outcome you desire. Yes, there may be good actions, there may be actions that you know are needed, but if they are not going to help you achieve the particular outcome you've set for yourself, you don't need them at that particular point in time. So it is in your best interest to cut them off. It is in the best interest of your growth and your improvement that you cut them off. You don't want to have too much on your plate, because if you have too much on your plate, you are going to be distracted from focusing on what is important, and you don't want that to happen. No, you don't want that to happen. The moment you start getting distracted, the moment you start losing momentum, and the moment your goal and your outcome will start seeming unachievable, and you don't want that to happen. So the only way to prevent that from happening is by cutting off every counterproductive actions. You may save them for the future if there's something you should venture into, but at that particular point in time, don't let them stand in the way of your desired outcome. You're on a mission now to improve yourself and to become a better version of yourself. Leave every other thing that is not going to help you achieve your mission, push them to the side and forget about them. Focus solely on the things that are in line with your mission, and those are the things you must take actions on. Every other thing else, push them to the side because they are not necessary at that point in time. After that, the next step is to track your progress and your results. After every action you take, you may do a weekly, roundup to see your progress, to see what you've achieved, and see the results that they've produced. The essence of this is that it will help you know how to, position yourself better. It will help you know if the small, consistent actions you're taking are working and the best way you can improve on them. Tracking your progress and seeing the results will help you know that, okay, I can focus more on this area because it is going to help me, move faster and, achieve better results. It's going to help me improve. It is going to, strengthen my growth. It is going to boost my confidence. It is going to help my health get better. It is going to improve my finances. So seeing all these stats is going to help you grow. It is going to help you improve. So the more you track, the more and see the results, the more you know what area to focus on and the next step to take that will help you, further your goal and achieve your desired results. And after that, the next step is you should learn from your lapses. When you say that, okay, this area I'm falling short here, what can I do to improve? It is important because if you're not improving, then you are not growing. So as you are seeing the areas in which you are doing well and you can focus on, don't don't be blinded to your lapses. Take care of them also because those things are also going to determine your outcome. Those things are also going to determine what you can achieve, the result you achieve rather. Those lapses are also going to determine if you are going to, get better at what you want, if you are going to get the improvements you desire, if you are going to succeed at the time you are meant to succeed. So make sure you cover up your lapses and improve on them. And if you can achieve all this, then in the future you will be happy that you took these steps. So never forget your input rather will always determine your output. What you give is what you get. You can't cheat cause and effect.